Hello, I'm Julie and this is Stamp with Julie Baum. Today I'm showing you how to make this sweet little butterfly card. This is actually card number 3 from our Stamp Club projects from this month, July of 2022. Thank you so much for joining me, and we are going to get started and make this card now. This was one of 3 cards that we made this month. One was a hippo card in a little boat. The second card was another butterfly theme card, and it is actually featured in the Simply Saturday episode 26, if you want to find that one. And let me talk about the pieces that we're going to be using today. This is all with Best Butterflies stamp set and the Build a Butterfly dies and a couple other things. So for our card base, I have a piece of Fresh Freesia. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 and folded, a very typical card base size. This time we're going to turn our card so that the opening is at the top. All right, then I have 2 pieces of Designer Series paper, and these are also from Butterfly Kisses Designer Series paper. And what I love about the green piece especially is you can choose which one you like best. So the club members that created this card this week got to choose, and there was even another set of patterns. So you get to decide which one that you like the very best. All right, now I am getting these set on here, and I feel like they're a teeny bit big. Let me check my measurements before I give them to you to make sure that I don't give you a mistake. Oh, I see. Okay, nope, we're all good. All right, so I have a piece that is a little bit larger. This piece is larger than its counterpart, all right? So this piece measures 3 inches by 4 inches. And the reason for that is we're going to actually layer it right where we want it with a little bit of margin around the side. And then this piece, which is 2.5 by 4 inches, we're going to lay it over the top of this piece. What I did not want is a seam where the 2 papers came together, in case that wasn't nice and perfectly straight and aligned. So we're doing this method instead. Put this piece down. It sticks out a little bit further to the left than necessary, but this can cross over the top of it and you get a beautiful front panel. Let's go ahead and attach those. So I'm just going to use my liquid glue to do that. My multi-purpose liquid adhesive. Maybe multi-purpose liquid glue. How about just glue? All right, so I've got my first piece. So in this instance, you do want to put your floral, or whichever side is on the right part of your card, put that one down first. That's the one that's wider. Then we'll attach the other, and I could go either way. So cute. I do have a finished sample with the plaid, so I think I'll use the polka dots this time. And now it is going to overlap the edge of this paper. It's my top, bottom, and left margins that I want. How I want. There we go. And then that overlapped just a teeny bit. All right, there's our front panel. Now, the next thing is we're going to take a scrap of white cardstock. Oh, let me go through the rest of these pieces. I do have a basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. This will go on the inside of the card. I have a scrap of basic white cardstock, and this needs to be large enough for this stitched rectangle die. So this is going to go on there. Look, that's just large enough. That's going to go there and run through so that we end up with this piece. And then we also have a white scrap that I'm going to be doing my stamping on next. And we have a black scrap, and that will be for the butterfly body. So let me get this stamped for you first. I'm using Calypso Coral, and this little wing stamp with the polka dots. And I've chosen my colors based on the colors that are represented in my designer series paper. Then I have crushed curry for this next butterfly wing. And then with the Build a Butterfly dies, all of these pieces are going to get cut out. So we have this one, this one, and then the body for the butterfly is getting cut out of the black cardstock. All right, so I've done that off camera just to make it a little bit easier and quicker for your viewing. So here's our little pieces. All right, the thing I'm going to do is put this together. So this wing is going to go in this direction. This one's going to just come right up to it in that direction. Isn't that cute? And then my butterfly body is going to hold the whole thing together. So I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on here. Now this is also going to get reinforced in a moment, but this is going to be just enough to hold it together so my butterfly is in one piece. All right, like so. Now I can set that aside for just a moment. Now we'll come back to this little tag that was die cut. Looks like it's got a little mark on it from something. Okay, I'm using the ink pad Starry Sky for this part, and the words that say, "You're my bestie." It is a pretty solid and bold stamp, so just to ensure that I get a cleanly stamped image, I'm going to put my Stamp and Pierce mat underneath my white piece here. And I am going to stamp off to the right side of the rectangle. You'll see why when we put this together. Oh yeah, that's exactly what we needed. All right, this piece is now going to get placed. You could put it up on dimensionals if you want. I did not think that it needed it because I'm going to pop the butterfly up. So this piece is going to go down flat using whatever adhesive you choose. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Stamp and Seal for this. There we go. And lay it down. So it goes over the seam of our colored papers. I'm going to pull it up a teeny bit. That looks good. And put that into place. All right, next we're just going to put our butterfly on. I'm going to add some dimensionals on the back of this, and this is also what kind of reinforces it, as I mentioned. So I'll put one right there in the middle on the seam, and then one on each of the edges of the wings. So I've got 5 dimensionals total. All right, this card comes together pretty fast. This could have almost been a Simply Saturday card because it came together so fast. All right, so we'll just put this off to the side. Now you can see why I wanted these words moved over to the right and not centered. This could go here, or nope, I'm kind of liking it right there. All right, so our butterfly is in place. Let's go ahead and do the inside panel, and then we'll put some embellishments here on the front. So I have my white cardstock Remember, the direction is this way because that's the way our card is going. And I'm just going to put a butterfly here on the edge or on the corner of this. So back to our Calypso coral. And I'm going to leave a little bit of room. Do you see what I just did? I switched. This is the one for crushed curry. All right, let's clean that off. Here is the one I wanted. Okay, Calypso coral. So I'm going to leave a little bit of room underneath this set of wings. And I can come in with that other one that I almost mistakenly stamped first and put this one right at the bottom of here. Now on the front, we used a die cut piece for the body. On the inside, I don't want to do that because I don't want any extra layers. So I will just use the black ink pad and the butterfly body stamp. This is the larger of the two. And put that right there. And now the inside of our card has a butterfly too. All right, some adhesive on this and we'll get it placed on the inside. Leaving a little bit of a margin all the way around. So it gives it that Fresh Freesia frame. There's a tongue twister for you, the Fresh Freesia frame. All right, let me press that. Okay, we have the front and the inside, and now we're just going to add a couple of little embellishments. I am so in love with these Fun Flowers resin shapes. As you can see, I'm almost to the end of this packet of them. I want to use 3 and I'm going to place them kind of strategically around. So I think I will do a green one here on the white. And you could choose to use the large or the small, whatever you have. All right, there's that one. And then I think I will do, I'll do a purple. Let's do a purple one up here. I did a small again, and now I'll take a yellow one. Yellow or orange? Maybe we'll just use orange. So because I didn't have any large orange ones left, we'll use another small one, but you could use a large one here if you want. And let's put that one down here. So cute. That little sprinkle of flowers just really sets it off. And there we have it. You're my bestie. I wonder, we can put one more word stamp in here if we wanted. Did I do it at Club or not? I don't think I did. It would be, all right, if you wanted, you could stamp "So glad you exist" on the inside. That would be super cute too. Totally an option. All right, there we have it. Thank you so much for watching today. Do be sure and look in the description box below this video. I'll include the measurements and the product list, also shopping links to the Stampin' Up! Items, and a couple of shopping links to Amazon items as well. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. See you next time.